is a nightmare. You deserve it. Well, you were supposed to protect my great-grandson. And yet that child was stolen right from under your nose because of your foolish choices.
Get out.
Now, if you had only let Nikolas take care of you as he wanted to, instead of insisting on working full-time here, you would have carried your baby to term. Your child would have been safely inside.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, believe me, I'd rather not be. Do you realize that I spent most of that pointless lockdown in the hospital cafeteria? Nikolas, someone has to reprimand this little harlot for having your child in a dangerous environment.
I'm not going to tell you again. Get out before I throw you out.
My darling, your loyalties are misguided. But suit yourself.
I'm sorry. I didn't know she was still in the
Is she
hospital.
right?
What?
Is this all my fault?
Tell the PIs to check in so we can coordinate our efforts. Thank you, Alfred. Thank you, and thank you for your concern. All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, holding up.
As well as expected, I guess.
Well, Dante and Lucky are pulling out all the stops to find Aiden.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any sleep?
No, but this isn't fatigue. This is frustration. My grandmother just decided to drop by and blame Elizabeth for losing Aiden.
What? That's cruel. That's ridiculous. I mean, your baby was stolen from a hospital. What could have Elizabeth done?
Well, according to Helena, Elizabeth willfully worked herself into an early labor, and if she'd only let me take care of her, Franco would have never had access to Aiden.
Well, that's convoluted.
And on top of the hell that she's already in, now she's doubting herself.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you and Elizabeth during this pregnancy.
No, it's fine. You were busy, I understand.
No, I was selfish. I was throwing all kinds of judgment at you and Elizabeth, and that was wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect, least of all me. So, you're my brother. I love you, and I'm here now. You know, if you want to talk. And
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me be here with you. He's just perfect. He's perfect.
There's only one problem.
Problem? What? 10 fingers, 10 toes. I swear I counted 3 times.
He doesn't have a name.
Oh, right.
Have you come up with a name?
I wasn't sure that you wanted my opinion on the subject.
I'm sorry for shutting you out.
It's okay.
So, what do you want to name him?
Spencer suggested we call him Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear, Cassidy.
It's easier to pronounce than most of the names in my family.
Well, we'd definitely get Cameron and Jake's vote, but I think we should go with something a little more traditional because I don't want social services showing up at my house.
What if we name him after your father?
Jeff Cassidy?
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't really close to him anyway. But you know what name I have always liked? Aiden.
Aiden Cassadine, okay.
Aiden.
But, you know, technically he would have to be called Aiden Alexei Nikolosovich Cassadine.
Oh, it just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think we just agreed on something.
And welcome to the world, Aiden Cassadine.
cappuccino, no sugar.
Thanks.
The Aiden's ID bracelet.
Yep. The only thing we have left of him, this and what? 5 photos?
Dante and Lucky will find him.
I'm really trying to hang on to that.
What Helena said about it being Elizabeth's fault that your baby was taken, does part of you believe that?
What? No, Elizabeth was in good health. She had every right to keep working. I mean, come on, she had no way of knowing that Aiden was going to be born early and Franco would target him. She's devastated. Now Helena's accusations are only making things worse.
But you wanted her to quit and move in with you at Windermere.
I know. We thought about that, about how hard she was pushing herself, but part of that was just me trying to control her. I don't fault Elizabeth at all. On the contrary, I feel terrible for stressing her out in the first place. She's a great mother. She tried to do everything right for Aiden. I have nothing but admiration for her.
I can see what this is costing you. I'm so sorry that I ever judged you.
Thank you.
Epiphany said you wanted to see me.
I want to check myself out of this hospital. If Aiden was with me, I'd already be home. I miss Cameron and Jake, and they need me to help them understand what has happened to their baby brother.
I'm still concerned about you. I know you don't want to hear it.
And I really want to apologize.
Lizzie, you had every reason to be upset about hospital security. You have no idea how terrible I feel. My own nephew stolen right out from under us.
I know. And I'm sorry I lashed out at you, and I know you're just as upset as any of us. But the truth is, I'm not exactly blameless here. Franco wouldn't have been able to take Aiden if I'd carried him to term, which probably would have happened if I'd listened to Nikolas and just taken it easy.
I don't know what idiot told you that, but it's absurd. You were not to blame for any of this.
Well, that's that. I can officially go home.
Here, I got this.
Thanks. And thank you for not fighting me on this.
I know why you want to leave the hospital. I feel the same way.
It's crazy that we came here so excited and full of anticipation. It's amazing how life can just change on a dime.
We'll find Aiden.
I really want to believe that, but we don't know anything, so I don't...
I know. But whatever's happening to Aiden right now, it's out of our control. We have to have faith that he'll be with us soon. Hope is all we have right now. We have to hold on to it, all right?
Okay. I'm really glad you're with me.
We'll get through this. So we'll eat. Let's go. No, I think you're right to ask Audrey to wait to bring him by. You get settled in first.
The house seems so empty.